Forgotten beneath years of dust, rust, and silence, this blue 1973 Porsche 911. Carrera RS 2.7 has spent decades hidden from the world. Once admired for its lightweight design and unmistakable performance, it now sits abandoned, waiting for someone to see its potential again. Nature has slowly reclaimed what time left behind, but beneath every layer of dirt, the soul of this legendary machine still survives. A closer look reveals cracked glass, faded paint, and countless signs of neglect. Dust blankets every surface, while years of exposure have dulled the beauty that once turned heads on every road. Even in this condition, its iconic silhouette remains unmistakable. With the first gentle wipe across the hood, a glimpse of the original blue paint finally appears. It's a small moment, but one that marks the beginning of an incredible transformation. Beneath the grime lies the craftsmanship that made this Porsche a legend. The flat tires have long since surrendered to time, sinking into the ground after years without movement. Rust stains the wheels, and every corner of the car reflects decades of abandonment, yet none of it is beyond saving. The rear body panels bear deep scars from corrosion and age. Every dent, every patch of rust, and every faded surface tells part of the car's long-forgotten story. Instead of hiding those imperfections, they remind us how remarkable the finished restoration will become. The recovery begins as the winch slowly pulls the Porsche onto the flatbed. After years of standing still, the wheels finally begin to move again. It's the first step on a journey that will return this classic to its former glory. The workshop doors open, welcoming the Carrera RS into a clean, bright environment where skilled hands and patient craftsmanship will guide every stage of its rebirth. From this point forward, every detail matters. Powerful streams of water wash away years of mud and grime from the wheels and wheel wells. Thick layers of dirt disappear, revealing original components that haven't been seen in decades. Every rinse uncovers another piece of the car's true identity. Clean water flows gently across the hood, carrying away years of dust in slow streams. As the surface clears, the classic body lines begin to shine once more, reminding us why this Porsche remains one of the most celebrated sports cars ever built. Soft brushes work carefully through the front grille, removing dirt from every narrow opening. Even the smallest details deserve the same level of attention as the largest repairs, because true restoration is built on patience. A layer of rich foam glides smoothly across the roof, gently lifting away contamination without harming the delicate surface beneath. Every careful movement brings the car one step closer to its original beauty. The windshield is cleared with a single smooth motion, revealing crystal-clear glass where cloudy residue once remained. For the first time in years, the view through the Porsche is perfectly clear again. Attention shifts to the famous Porsche emblem. Every careful brushstroke removes years of built-up grime until the badge proudly reflects the workshop lights once more. Even the smallest symbol deserves to shine. The chrome trim begins to sparkle again as each careful wipe removes oxidation and dullness. Reflections grow sharper with every pass, restoring elegance to the timeless design. The wheels receive a deep cleaning as degreaser lifts away stubborn grime from every corner. Years of accumulated residue disappear, revealing metal surfaces ready for restoration. After a final rinse, the Porsche stands cleaner than it has in decades. Water beads across the body as every panel reflects the progress already made. The transformation has truly begun. Soft microfiber towels gently dry every surface, leaving behind clean reflections and preparing the body for detailed inspection. Small improvements continue to build into something extraordinary. The driver's door opens slowly, revealing an interior frozen in time. Dust-covered seats, faded materials, and worn controls tell the story of countless years spent waiting in silence. Old upholstery is carefully removed, exposing the worn structure beneath. Every piece taken apart makes room for something new, preserving the spirit of the original while preparing it for decades to come. One by one, the interior panels are removed with patience and precision. Hidden mechanisms, aging insulation, and forgotten hardware are revealed, marking the beginning of a complete interior restoration. With the cabin now opening up, the Porsche is ready for the next stage of its remarkable journey. 40. The moment has finally arrived. A fine mist of vibrant blue paint begins to settle across the perfectly prepared body, bringing the Porsche back to the color it proudly wore when it first left the factory. With every smooth, overlapping pass of the spray gun, the legend slowly returns to life. The fresh paint deepens with each coat, creating rich color and flawless consistency across every panel. Under the bright booth lights, the Carrera RS begins to look less like a restoration project and more like the masterpiece it has always been. A crystal-clear protective coat follows, flowing smoothly across the blue finish like liquid glass. As it settles, reflections sharpen and the body takes on an incredible depth that highlights every iconic curve designed more than 50 years ago. The paint is left to cure in a perfectly controlled environment. Nothing is rushed. Great craftsmanship demands patience, and every extra moment allows the finish to reach its full potential. Once cured, the surface is carefully inspected before gentle wet sanding removes even the slightest imperfections. Every movement is slow and deliberate, preparing the paint for its final polish. Machine polish transforms the finish from beautiful to breathtaking. The reflections become deeper, sharper, and almost mirror-like, revealing the true quality of the restoration. The famous Carrera RS stripes are applied with absolute precision, perfectly aligned from front to rear. Every edge sits flawlessly against the fresh blue paint, restoring one of the model's most recognizable features. With the paintwork complete, reassembly begins. Every restored component returns to its original position, exactly as Porsche intended decades ago. The polished bumpers are carefully installed, followed by freshly restored trim pieces that frame the body with elegant simplicity. Every bolt is tightened with the same precision used throughout the project. New lighting assemblies find their place once again. Crystal-clear lenses replace faded originals, allowing the Porsche's timeless face to shine as brightly as it did in 1973. The windshield is carefully fitted into a fresh rubber seal, restoring both clarity and weather protection. Every piece of glass is installed slowly, ensuring a perfect fit without compromise. Fresh weather seals surround the doors and windows, preserving the quiet refinement expected from a properly restored classic. Attention now returns to the interior. Newly upholstered seats are lowered carefully into the cabin, their fresh materials contrasting beautifully with the restored dashboard and trim. The steering wheel returns to the driver's position, reconnecting the driver with the machine exactly as Porsche intended. Every switch, gauge, and control is installed with meticulous care. Fresh carpeting transforms the cabin, while restored door panels and polished trim complete an interior that feels both authentic and timeless. The instrument cluster is tested, every gauge responding smoothly for the first time in years. One by one, electrical systems come back to life exactly as they should. The restored wheels are mounted onto the car before the tires receive their final detailing. A deep satin black finish completes the stance, perfectly complementing the vibrant blue bodywork. Every exterior panel receives one final inspection. Tiny imperfections are corrected, panel gaps are checked, and every reflection is examined beneath bright studio lighting. The glass is polished until completely streak-free, revealing a crystal-clear view into the beautifully restored cabin. Every chrome accent is buffed to perfection, reflecting the workshop lights like polished mirrors. The engine bay receives its final detail, with every hose, clamp, and fastener cleaned and aligned. Even areas rarely seen are restored with the same dedication as the exterior. The long-awaited moment